Hello, thank you so much for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, welcome. Consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button and remembering the notification bell, because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. So me and my son took a trip to the Goodwill so I can find me some goodies to create some DIYs. So what I love about the Goodwill is their basket section has so many different options. So you're able to go and find all different kinds and shapes and colors, and you can always paint these. And so I was looking for a lot of goodies to use in some future projects, but I was looking for a particular basket that I can use to create a really simple wall decor, and my son helped me find the perfect piece, and I thought this would be perfect for what I wanted to use it for, and it was $1.99. I did find a lot of good items today, and so I am excited for some future DIYs. But first, I want to say thank you all so much for tuning in and watching another one of my videos. If this is your first time, I hope you do hang around. I do appreciate all of the support. Along with this basket for my first DIY, I have some budget-friendly items from Hobby Lobby, and what I'll be using is some of this pretty ribbon. Now this ribbon here, I got this ribbon for 50% off. The original price was $3.99, but I paid $1.99 for it, as well as these succulents. Now the Dollar Tree do have these succulents, but these are originally $2.99 at Hobby Lobby, but I got these for $1.49, and I absolutely love the color of these. I also will be using some of my white linen chalk paint by Rust-Oleum, and I also will be using some of my Waverly truffle color chalk paint. And what I'm going to do first is I am going to paint this entire basket using this white chalk paint. And so I really like when I see these baskets styled with a lot of greenery or with signs like hello and welcome signs. I think it'd be so pretty. But for this one, I'm going to keep this really simple and just let the basket be the decor. And I'm just going to add the succulents and a cute little bow. I'm going to get this completely painted with this white chalk paint, and then after that dries, I'm going to go in and I'm going to distress it using that truffle color chalk paint. I'm just making sure that I go around the rim first to make sure I have that darkened up, and then I'll just stress around the remaining basket. And so I really like this style of basket. I did find a few more that's kind of similar to this, but I will be on the lookout for this style of baskets because I think they create really pretty farmhouse decor. And so now here I am attempting to create my bow. I'm not the best bow maker, but I'm going to do the best that I can. It's going to be a really simple bow. I thought the bow was really pretty and I like the trimming on it. So what I'm going to do is just use some jute cord to tie in the middle, and I'm actually going to tie the jute cord into a little bow. And so I'm just going to fluff the bow out some, and I'm going to trim down the tails, and that will be it. I just wanted a really simple bow. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stems down on these succulents because I'm going to glue these down right in the bottom, like sideways into the basket. And I'm just going to take my hot glue to tack everything down. And so I'm just going to get those pushed in and bunched in together. And then I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm going to glue the bow right around the trimming of this basket. And this is so simple. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the jute cord and add it right to the top of this basket so that I will be able to hang it. And I'm just stringing it through the two little openings, tie a knot, and then I'm going to tie another knot to create a little hanging loop. And that will be it for this basket. And I think it's really simple, and you can easily change this up because there's not much to it. But for now, I love how it turned out. Simple but pretty. And so now I'm going to get started on the second DIY for today. I have some greenery and florals here, and they all are from the Dollar Tree. I thought the design on these were really pretty. And so I'm going to be using all of these. And I also have a planter here from the Dollar Tree. I think this yellowish color is so pretty, but I'm going to paint that today. I have a piece of foam from the Dollar Tree, some reindeer moss. I'm going to be using this jute ribbon, and I did get this sent to me from Burlap Fabric. Now I'm using the same color paint choices, and I'm going to give this planter a couple of coats just to bring some texture into this planter. And I'm going to paint the outside and half of the inside. And then after I get that painted, I'm now going to go in and distress it using the truffle color. Now what I'm going to do is I want it darker around the rim. So I'm going to go in heavy around the rim of this planter with the truffle color, and then I'm just going to distress a little bit on the inside where you're going to be able to see it, and then I am going to just distress around the outside of the planter. Now at the very bottom, I'm going to go heavy around the bottom of this planter. And then what I'm going to do is just darken up the rim at the top a little bit more, because that part you will see. I'm not worried too much about the inside. Now I am going to take this jute ribbon and I'm going to glue it down right to that rim piece at the top of the planter. I thought this was a nice little touch to this planter, and after I get everything tacked down, I'm going to take that round foam piece. Now that piece is large and it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but if you lay it in there straight, it stops at a certain point, which is perfect because now you do not see the yellow inside, which you're not going to see anyway. And I'm just taking some hot glue and I went around the foam so that everything can stay secure. Now I'm just clipping my greenery and my floral bunches down so that I can add them into the planter. And I'm just going to place them in here first, and then I'll fluff them out after I add my reindeer moss. And so now I'm just adding in my reindeer moss. And then once I get that complete, I'll go in and fluff out the greenery and the florals. And I think this planter is really, really pretty. I absolutely love how it turned out. Very farmhouse, but it is so simple and I think it is adorable. And so now I'm going to get started on the third DIY for today. And what I have is these lamb's ears from Walmart, and these are $2. The rest of my items here I did pick up from the Dollar Tree. I have these two pretty floral bouquets, these little greenery bouquets from the Dollar Tree. I have some of the decorative rope. I also will be using one of these hook brackets, and this is the smaller version of the one that the Dollar Tree sell. I have 2 of these summer welcome signs, and I'll be using the same color paint choices. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to remove these attachments and the cord from these signs so that I can glue them together. And I'm just going to be taking my hot glue and adding it to one of the signs, and then I'm just going to place the other sign right on top, and I'm just gluing these signs together just to get a more sturdier piece. Now, after I make sure everything is secure, I'm going to take some of that Dollar Tree plaster and I'm just going to cover up these holes because I want to make sure that they don't show in the decor piece. They may not show, but I'm just going to cover them up just in case. And then I'm taking my Dollar Tree sanding block to sand everything down. Now, the next thing I'm doing is taking that white chalk paint and I'm going to paint this entire piece using that color. Now, after I get that complete, I'm going to go in with my foam brush and take that truffle color, and I'm just going to brush around the edge of this sign. And then when I get done with that, I'm just going to switch over to my chip brush and I'm just going to distress over this sign. I'm just going to go in heavy in some spots here and there. And then after I get that complete, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that rope in half because half is all I need. And what I'm going to do is place it around this sign how I want it to be glued down. And then once I get that done, I'm just going to take my hot glue and tack it down. But I'm going to leave it open at the top. That's how I'm going to create my hanger. And so what I'm going to do is continue to add my hot glue and tacking the rope down. And I'm going to continue that all the way around until I get to the part where I'm going to create my hanger. And so once I get that little piece glued down, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take some jute cord and wrap it around these 2 pieces. So I'm just going to cut off that little hanging piece of jute cord. Then I'm going to take some hot glue so that I can glue those pieces of rope together. And then I'm just going to trim it down. And once I get all of that tacked down, I'm going to take that hook bracket and I'm going to place it where I want it to be. And I will be using some E6000 and some hot glue to attach this. I'm not going to be hanging anything heavy on this. The E6000 will keep it secured. I'm going to place something on here and let it dry for a while. And then after it dries, what I'm going to do is take my greenery and floral and I'm going to add it to where it's going to cover up that part where the screws go in. I'm taking 2 of the lamb's ears and I'm going to leave those on the stem and just glue those right above the top of the little bracket. I cut the 3rd lamb's ear off of the stem and I'm going to add that right in the middle. And then after I get all of that tacked down, what I'm going to do is start taking my other floral pieces and I'm just going to clip them down off of the stem and I'm going to glue those down, just layering them, making sure that I cover the pieces where the screws were supposed to be. And that's pretty much it for this. I just wanted to create a pretty little hook decor piece where I can hang my keys, my mask, or maybe some other little floral decor pieces. But I think this is really pretty. So after I get all of these floral pieces layered, this DIY will be complete. And I absolutely love how this turned out. I think this is going to be a really cute piece for the spring, hanging by the door where I can hang my keys or my mask. I absolutely love how this turned out. And so now I'm going to get started on the last DIY for today. And I found this cute little bowl in the Goodwill for $1.99. I thought it would be perfect for a cute little succulent bowl. I also have some of these leftover Dollar Tree stones that I'll be using. And this cute little succulent here I got from Hobby Lobby for $1.50. Now I'm going to use the same color paints, and I'm going to take that white chalk paint and I'm going to paint this entire bowl using that color. After I get that complete, I'm going to distress it using that truffle color, but I'm making sure I go around the rim first to make sure that that's darking up, and then I'll go around the bowl. And then after I get this distress, this is really simple, but I really like how this turned out. I'm just going to add those stones into the bowl, and then what I'm going to do next is cut that succulent down some, cut the stem down some, and then I'm just going to place it right in the bowl, and this DIY is complete. It is very simple, but I think it is really cute. And I love going to the Goodwill and finding these cute little small decor pieces that you can easily transform into something different. And here is a second look of the DIYs that I created today. Thank you all again for watching another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. As always, my friends, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, stay safe and I will see you in the next video.